Hello and welcome to the Cub Cave, where we've got an out-of-conference clash between the home court Lucas Cubs and the visiting Willard Flashes. This is an out-of-conference contest you're not going to want to miss, and it's streaming to you live and free, directly on your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer. And it all comes to you next.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Hello and welcome back to the Cub Cave. Storm Blunchley, of course, as always, as per usual, as per what the schedule says, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, we've got a pretty sweet out-of-conference contest going on tonight.
Heck of a Saturday night showdown storm we got here on our hands. Willard out of the SBC conference coming down to take on first place NBC Lucas Cubs. These two teams met Storm last year, early of 2021. The Flashes would win that one in a close one, 65-61. As you see, Willard 10-7 on the year, and Lucas sitting at a healthy 14-3.
Yeah, so two teams that are pretty solid. Willard, a team that's always so good, and you could say the exact same thing about Lucas. Two very historically good programs in both Lucas for both of them, basketball and football for Willard. Kind of just more of a basketball-oriented school, but they do it well. Taking a closer look at the visiting Flashes, their team spotlight. Joe Bedingfield won 2 of the last 4. Garrett, this is a team that plays really well out of the conference but can struggle in the conference play.
Yes, Storm, they're 7-3 outside of the conference. And as you mentioned, They lost both games, dropped both games to Margaretta. They split with Fort Clinton, and they lost to Huron. So they struggle inside their conference, which is a very tough conference you might want to add. But yet again, on the road here tonight against a tough Lucas team, out of conference, it's looking good for the Flashes, and they might be able to come in here and upset the Cubs on their home court.
It is going to be a tough one. Let's see what it's going to take for them to get it done. The Willard Crimson Flashes keys to the game: speed up the game, and of course, they must be able to contain those Tom's brothers.
Yeah, Storm, them Tom's brothers, they're really the heart and soul of this Lucas basketball team. They really carry the team offensively, and then defensively. This team can suffocate you quick, and that's why I put speed up the game. Lucas likes the slow game, Storm, tempo you, get you in your zone defense, whatever you're going to play, and then just kind of pick your poison. They want to slow it down, and for Willard, they like to get in transition. They like to get those fast break opportunities, so I think for them, that's where they got to key in on it. Then their top two players, top two scorers, Max Dawson with 20.1, and then Trey Paxton with 17.8.
Speaking of Max Dawson, he's our player spotlight tonight, a 6'2 sophomore guard in the SBC, of course, with Willard. He is just such a special talent down there in Willard. It's just a treat to watch him play.
They got some shooters, Storm, on this team, to say the least. He leads the conference with 20.1 points per games, 3.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 2.1 steals, and my favorite stat off their, Storm, shoots 41% from three. So you got to guard this guy as soon as he crosses half court. He might pull it.
Definitely, and he's a guy who can pull it from way downtown. He is not afraid to pull it from the logo in some gyms, and that's pretty exciting to watch. So hopefully we'll see a couple of those deep Steph Curry range threes tonight here for Max Dawson. Moving right along to the team spotlight, for the home court Lucas Cubs. Taylor Eisman, such a historically good coach here at Lucas, the athletic director as well in Lucas. Just on another tear this season, to no one's surprise.
They seem to do it, Storm, every single year. They lost a big senior class last year. It didn't matter. The Tom's brothers coming back, Smolin, Finello, a couple of them guys coming back as well. And this Cubs team right in the driver's seat in the NBC. But a big thing off that list, Storm, is they're undefeated at home this year. And I think they're undefeated. It's been a couple seasons, I might add. I don't know the exact date, but I remember Brian telling me that it's been a few seasons since they've lost here at the Cub Cave. So Willard, they got a big task coming down here and try to beat them here in Lucas.
Definitely, and this is not an easy place to win, Garrett. I believe all of Lucas pretty much comes and attends these basketball games. So it is not an easy place to win. As we move into the keys to success for the Lucas Cubs, they must control the tempo and they must close out on those three-point shooters.
Yeah, Storm, we kind of talked about the tempo thing. Is they like to slow stuff down. They don't like to force anything, and they like to milk time off the clock as much as they can and let their defense really carry them and close out on shooters. We mentioned Trey Paxton and Max Dawson. They like to shoot from deep, and they're going to get their shots here tonight. But Lucas, you got to be able to close out on them. And then their top two players, of course, them Tom brothers, Storm. Logan Toms with 14.2 points per game, and then Corbin Toms with 13.2.
Speaking of the Toms brothers, that's our player spotlight. The brotherly love here tonight. You feel it in Lucas. 27.7 points per game combined. Logan and Corbin Toms, of course, with 9.6 rebounds combined. These two are just a couple stars.
Yeah, Storm, and that's that. She doesn't say enough. A lot of it comes on the defensive end, too, forcing the steals and then getting transition, sharing the wealth. This Lucas team, they're a very well-balanced team, too. They're not going to really isolate you from anywhere on the floor. They're going to share the wealth and get everybody involved, but it really comes from these two brothers and Logan and Corbin Toms.
And wow, that's got to be some sort of sibling rivalry in practice. I'm sure they go at it in practice, and I'm sure it's a heated competition every day.
I'm sure, Storm. Every game they're going to continue. I want to score more, but it doesn't matter. They've been getting it done here for the Cubs, especially in front of these fans.
Going to take a second now to listen to our national anthem. stepping back into the booth now. Garrett, as we were talking about, these two Tom's brothers, always a special treat to watch, and something that, you don't see very often. Never really see two brothers, who are really the leading anchor of a very good squad.
Yes, from you usually see maybe one brother's leading the team and the other one is just kind of being there just to go along with the ride and just sharing the fame with the big bro. But down here in Lucas Storm, these guys, they carry the team offensively, really, to say the least. I believe they're the only two scorers on this squad that score above double figures. Logan Toms, as we mentioned, 14.5. Corbin Toms with 13.2. And then the next highest on the team is Color with 8.4. So Lucas, I think they're dealing without Andrew Fennella here at Storm tonight. I think he has a sprained ankle, so he's going to be out. So that's a big loss, too, because he is a starter on the squad, averages about 5 points a game. And whenever you got a defense like Lucas, it's going to be a little bit harder to communicate when you lose a starter like that.
Definitely. Speaking of starters, let's check them out for both teams. First off, for the Willard Flashes, Trey Paxton, number 1, Max Dawson at guard, Cole Weiss, at guard, Aiden Sloan forward, and Cam Robinson locking it down at the post position. And moving right along to our Lucas Cubs starters for tonight. Of course, we already mentioned the two Toms brothers, Logan and Corbin. Hunter Church stepping in for the injured Lucas Cub, Ty Leinhart, number 24, and Andrew Smolin, number 22. And that will wrap up our Sutton Bank pregame show. Garrett, we are just moments away from action here tonight. I mean, this one, wow, such a great Saturday night matchup, especially off of a 2-day hiatus. I'm pretty sure neither of these teams have been practicing or playing any games due to the 65 inches of snow we got over here in Ohio. So this one should be an exciting one. Two teams with fresh legs.
Yes, Storm, you can definitely say this is game of the night, game of the area. A lot of people here. The fans are packed again, and it's going to be a great atmosphere here tonight, man. It's going to be awesome to see student sections back here involved, too. Both just really great clubs going at it. Just heavyweight bout, you could say the least, Storm. But both clubs are really top to bottom, very good overall. I might add Willard, they got the two scorers, and Max Dawson and Trey Paxton, but don't overlook Cam Robinson, who averaged 11.1 points a game. They got three scorers who score in double digits who really can get it done. Willard bringing a lot of firepower offensively, and Lucas, the complete opposite Storm. They're bringing a lot of firepower defensively. They held Northmore to 35 and then held St. Peter's to only 16. So it's good on good here, Storm, tonight. It's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, wow. And for Willard, such a solid program and still so young. I believe we were talking about only two seniors on this squad. So a very young core. So Willard fans, you got a lot to look forward to in the coming future.
Yeah, they'll be losing out on Trey Paxton next year when he will be off to graduation. But the guy who leads them in scoring in Max Dawson, he's only a sophomore, Storm.
Wow.
And I didn't even hear his name until I went to the game against Shelby, and he went off and ended up being our player of the game. So lefty too. So we're going to see some scoring here tonight, Storm, and some defense. It's hard to pick who's going to win this game, Storm.
Hey, I got a soft spot for lefties. I am a lefty. I know how they feel. Always writing on the rungs of the notepad. It always hurts my hands. So I like the lefties. James Harden, guys like that. Always rooting for them.
I feel like they're always better shooters than right-handed.
Yeah, isn't Klay Thompson a left-hander too?
No, he's right.
He's
right.
right-hander.
He's right.
I tried to get away with it, but yeah, that left-hand. In 2K,
I think it just looks a little smoother.
Yeah,
it looks cool.
In 2K, I'd always make my guys left-handed because I thought it gave you the shooting boost. That used to be the myth when I was in school. As we are just moments away from tip-off here in Lucas, Logan Tom set to jump for the Cubs, and Weiss set to jump for the Flashes. Jump ball batted around, and that one out of bounds. Garrett, seems like it almost got stuck under the shoe of a player. I don't think I've ever seen a jump ball go out of bounds quite like that before.
Straight off the rib, Storm. Already a little bit of controversy. Willard thought that it was off one of the Cubs, but Lucas will get the first possession here of the game, Storm, and see if they can capitalize offensively.
Sure, it's a great sign of things to come as Corbin Toms has it on the left wing. First possession for the Cubs. He takes a wild runner. That one no good. Rebound pulled down by the Flashes. They have it in transition. Paxton all the way to the cup. No good. So both offenses really trying to push the tempo in this one as Lucas has it the other way.
Look for Lucas to settle things down as Smolin's going to queue up a three. Can't get it to go, but down low. Lucas able to get the offensive rebound. I think that was a foul on the floor, Storm. So Lucas will retain possession.
Coach Taylor Eisman barking out orders, and he has just been such a solid anchor for this squad at the head coaching position. Such a just a solid all-around head coach, always knows how to fire up his guys when they need it, and always seems to put in the perfect game plan. So, Lucas, they got a myriad of good coaches around here.
Yeah, whenever they lose a huge senior class, they always regroup. They don't rebuild, Storm. They retool here in Lucas,
Yeah.
and they always find guys who get it done. Is right there, Smolin, the QB on the football field, getting it to go down low in the paint.
It's almost like, they have free agency here, something they're signing guys from other schools as Willard has it on the offensive end. Still a goose egg on the board for them. On the left quarter, Lucas with their terrific defense as per usual. Dawson has it at the top of the key. And Logan Tom's guarding him. He dribbles to his left, picks up his dribble, almost gets caught, able to find Sloan. They're going to call that an off-the-ball foul. I believe that's on Cam Robinson, Garrett, and this Lucas Cub defense already locking things down.
Already giving Willard fits here. I know it's early, but the first couple of possessions for Willard, they really had nowhere to go. Max Dawson tried to push on the left side of the floor, and I believe Toms was on him and shut him down immediately. So Lucas, they get the offense to go. It's hard to beat a team that you can't score on.
Definitely. I'm pretty sure you have to score points to win. Corbin Toms kicks it over to Leinhart. He swings it back up top to Church, the new starter. He turns it over on the drives inside. Paxton has it. Willard looking to push the tempo. Cam Robinson deep down low. That one somehow finds its way up and in, and Willard now on the board.
Strong finish right there from Robinson. Took the contact right into the teeth of the defense and was able to elevate over top with the left hand and float it in.
Toms has it on the three-point line, hands it off to Leinhart. He's looking to get it back outside to the perimeter. He finds Corbin Toms. Takes a screen, dribbles inside, kicks it back out to his partner in crime, Corbin Toms. Back outside, resetting things. Toms still has it on the right wing. Top of the key, Corbin Toms one-on-one with Dawson. Hands it off, Logan Toms into the lane. Beautiful set of moves, and he finishes for two.
Man, Storm, I thought that was great defense, too, from Paxton. And he was on him like glue the entire way to the rim, and somehow Toms was able to get it in right there. The nice poke through. No foul call, gets it to go, Storm. So 2 back-to-back plays from Corbin Toms to go up 6-2.
Tom's getting away, with getting the hand in the cookie jar right there, stealing that one away and finishing on the fast break with the easy layup as Willard now has it on offense. And Garrett, this Lucas defense just smothering guys flying on the floor, diving for loose balls. Lucas already doing what they do best. It's hard to tell that they missed a couple days of practice.
Yeah, Joe Bedingfield is going to get a timeout. He's a little frustrated with his bunch. The offense has just not been there. Just see that replay. Just that reach-in is so perfect, too, and it has to be because you got to avoid the contact. You just got to get enough to poke it loose. Was able to get it, too, and then take it to the cup, Storm. With some contact, too. Surprised really no foul call there. Was straight up, though. Nice finish from Toms.
Yeah, and Logan Toms, that is such a difficult skill set to have now with all the flopping and things that go on. Being able to be an on-ball defender is such a difficult thing to do. Yeah. But all of the Lucas perimeter players always just seem to be able to know exactly when to go for the reach. They know the perfect time to get that steal, and that's not something you see very often, especially here at the high school level.
Well, the Cubs really don't have a true center, and what makes a small ball lineup so great and everybody can defend the ball is you can switch. All the screens you can just switch. You don't have to worry about rotating. You just switch immediately, and then you just pick up. So that's what's great about this Lucas Cubs, and that's really one of the forces for the defense why they're so good.
Toms gets in the lane, kicks it back out. Leinhart with a mid-range try, no good. Battle for the rebound. Willard's going to have a run out. That's Sloan on the fast break, slows things back down. Pull-up jumper now from Dawson. Left it just short. Big rebound from Weiss. Can't get it to go. Misses the bunny. Another battle for the rebound. And Church comes up with it defensively for the Cubs. Corbin Toms now on offense. Kicks it over into the corner. Logan Toms now outside. Leinhart looking to get it inside. He gets it to a cutting Logan Toms. He kicks it back outside to the corner. Back out to the corner, working it down low inside. Logan Toms post up, kick out, three-point try. That one falls. And the Lucas Cubs take a commanding lead in the early first quarter.
Tremendous offensive patience right there. That's what I talked about in the pregame, Storm. The Cubs, they're not going to force anything. They're just going to nickel and dime you to death until they find the perfect shot. And right there, they were able to kick it out to Leinhart, who was wide open. Sag off your swags off, and he makes them pay from downtown. 9-2 Cubs.
Lucas almost able to get a steal right there. Willard able to hold on to it. Paxton has it deep behind the three-point line. Corbin Toms guarding him. He kicks it over to Weiss. Now back to Paxton. He takes a fall-away jumper. That one off the front of the rim and out. And Garrett, this Willard offense has to be getting frustrated.
Look at the defense, man. There's nobody open.
Yeah.
There's nobody open, and every shot is a tough one. Paxton had to pull a mid-range jumper right there with the defender in his face. Not able to get it to go, and Cubs could pull away Storm here early in the first.
Definitely, and this is typical fashion. 2 points is a pretty normal score for their opponents to have such a defensively good squad as they're able to move the rock inside. And I believe that was Church down low for an easy two-pointer.
A great passing team, so unselfish, just finding the open teammate down low, and Church able to step in here in the starting role and provide some great minutes as Paxton pulls up a three. That one's not going to go. That's going to be an over-the-back foul. Oh, no, they're going to call it on Smolin.
Wow. Pretty surprising call. You don't really see a defender with position get called for that very often. If anything, I feel like that should have been an offensive foul. But Garrett, that three from Paxton really just seemed kind of like a frustration shot. Something, I want to get this offense jump started, but can't really be taking shots like that when you're down close to double digits.
Yeah, down 9 here early. You want to get the easiest points you can get, but Paxton, he likes his chances shooting from downtown. He shoots 28%, so not the greatest, but he can knock down the shot, and he wanted to just get the lid off the rim, Storm, for these flashes and maybe start a run. Not able to do it here. Let's see if they can do it on this possession.
Cam Robinson has it. Terrific defense from Logan Toms. Robinson goes all the way inside. Leaves that one just short as well, and Lucas has a chance to push it to double digits. Corbin Toms has it. 3-2 zone, I believe, by the Willard Flashes. Almost a turnover. Lucas able to hold on to it. It's going to be Leinhart in the corner. Three-point try from Logan Toms. That one goes, and the lead expanded even further for the Cubs.
Wow, Storm, what a clinic these Cubs are putting on here in the first quarter. They're already up double digits, and Willard only has 2 points to their name. That's going to be their second bucket of the night. That one's going to come from Cole Weiss.
Just look at the energy that Lucas is playing with right now. Just swarming the basketball on defense, diving for loose balls. This is typical Lucas basketball, but I mean, just wow, the ability for them to go all out. And this is not just first quarter play for them. This will be all the way through the final buzzer, despite the score.
Yeah, they have a lot of guys that can step in and help out defensively, and we've seen this with a couple teams, Storm, in the area, that if you got great bench depth, nice passing from Willard right there on that possession, that one will go for the Flashes. But back to what I was saying, they have such great bench depth. You go in, you provide some quality key minutes, you'll get a blow, you'll get a break, and they just want you to play great defense. You don't even have to worry about the offense. The offense will come. And crowd conflicted with that call. Storm thought it was going to be a travel right there. Willard did. Going to be a foul on the Flashes, but they put on a defensive clinic, really, to say the least. You talk about teams' offenses. Here at Lucas, it's defense.
Definitely, and that's kind of their motto throughout all their sports. I mean, they pride themselves on defense no matter what they're doing, I feel like, as Lucas inbounds and almost turned it over, able to hold on to it. But, Garrett, something you're not really seeing is the absence of Finello, a team that's missing one of their starters normally, just absolutely not missing a beat. They're clicking on offense, clicking on defense. It's like you can't even tell that, Finello's not even there.
Yeah, Church has stepped in. He's played some great defense, and he's also got a bucket here tonight early. So quality key minutes for him to step in, and now checking into the game for the Cubs is Patrick Michelle, and he's going to play a lot tonight, missing Finello. Lucas not able to get that one to go, but there's Michelle down low getting the offensive rebound but throwing it away.
Turnover for the Cubs. Willard flashes on the fast break all the way to the 10. No good, Garrett, and you can see the frustration building on the Willard Flashes. That's another bucket that they definitely should have had, but just not able to convert with how much hustle there is in these Cubs.
Depending on the amount of pressure Willard gives here, I wouldn't be surprised for him to see Lucas hold this one out to the final shot of the quarter.
Definitely in their sight with just over a minute to play, but they decided to take the easy points, and now Willard going to have a chance down 10.
Smolin has been feasting down there in that little short corner. They've been able to get him some nice passes down low, and he's been able to finish at the rim. Really going to have to make some adjustments at the halftime break, or the quarter break, excuse me.
Cam Robinson has it for the Flashes, desperate for a basket and some momentum here at the end of the first quarter. Risky pass, no harm, no foul, as it's going to be last touch by the Lucas Cubs. And check out Coach Iceman out there teaching the kids how to play defense during the game, not something you see very often.
Iceman Storm always looking to use his coaching hat, get on the floor, and provide some quality lessons, and so far he's been able to do it.
Almost a turnover, dangerous pass for the Willard Flashes. They're able to hold on to it as Sloan has it, hands it off to Cam Robinson. Almost another turnover. 3-point try now for Rodriguez. They're going to say no shot. Charge foul on the play. Leinhardt stepping in there, drawing the off-ball charge.
Taking one for the team right there was Leinhardt. Smart play, too. The pass was coming. He stepped right in and made the offensive player use his momentum to carry into himself. And now Storm, I think Lucas is definitely going to hold this for the last shot. Take some more momentum into the end of the quarter, but they proved me wrong last time. I think if they find a shot, they're going to take it, though.
Definitely, and a little bit of that 2K take charge cheese right there in the half-court set as Lucas is on offense. Just trying to waste some clock, 20 seconds and counting. Can go up by 12 or 13 on this possession. Leinhardt has it down low, almost turns it over. Able to kick it back out to Corbin. Toms now in the corner. 3-point try from Smolin. No good. Flash is going to have a chance. Under 5 to play. Fast break all the way. Terrific hands from Lucas. But they're going to say it was a foul. Garrett, I don't know about that one. I thought that one might have been all ball.
Yeah, Storm, I think Corbin Toms is with you, Storm. He was not upset. He was upset with that call. He looked right at Coach Iceman, a little confused. And now Dawson, who is scoreless tonight, heading to the free throw line to get some confidence back in him. It's been great defense from Lucas shutting him down tonight, but I know you were signaling it to me, Storm. What did Toms do on that last possession which I think it was all ball too, but I think it was the motion, it was the swipe.
It was the swipe down, of course. Can never be caught swiping down, even if it's not a foul. That's case in point. Put that one in the textbook. I'll get to it right after this final shot here from the Cubs. 2 seconds, 1 second in the corner, 3-point try. No good, and we're going to take a quick break. This has been Live and Free High School Hoops on VOH Report.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Hello and welcome back to the Cub Cave. Storm Blunchley joined, of course, by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, Lucas out to an early lead. They're just swarming the basketball, as you might say, putting on a defensive clinic.
And that they are, Storm, only holding Willard to 8 points, a team that scores about 60 a game. It's a big shout-out to the Cubs defense. They've been carrying them here, but the offense has also been there for the Cubs. They're up to 16, so let's see what they do in the second quarter. Let's see if Coach Bedingfield, what he drew up in that quarter break to get the offense going. I'm sure it's going to go through Dawson.
Speaking of Dawson, he has the basketball, takes it all the way to the hoop. No good on that one. Terrific interior defense and a very smart play by Smolin, who throws that one off the defender. But, I mean, just terrific interior defense, Garrett. I know we're just gushing and raving about their defense, but, I mean, wow, holding a team that scores 60 to 8 in the first quarter.
And I think the big nod is to the defense they're holding Max Dawson to. He hasn't – I don't think he scored tonight. He has 2. So Dawson being held at 2 points that averages 20 a game. They're going to need to continue to do that, Lucas is, if they want any shot to win this game. And right now they're going to turn it over, and Willard's going to get the ball. See if they can do something here offensively. They desperately need a bucket, Storm, just to get some momentum. And I thought that one might be a charge. Refs are going to talk it over.
150% a charge. Has to be. They're going to say it was a shooting foul, Garrett. I don't know about that one. It looked to me like Smolin got in there and got his feet set, but they're going to say that's going to be a couple of free throws. try to slow this one down frame by frame here. Get some advanced replay here and on the OH report.
No restricted area storm in high school, so that's not a factor here. That's
I think that's a foul.
You think it's a foul?
Charge foul, excuse me. Definitely looked like the feet were set as 0 for 2 for the Flashes at the free throw line, and Lucas now with an opportunity to push their lead even further. Culler has it. He gets it over to Toms. Beautiful pass in the corner. No good on the three-point try. Weiss pulls down the defensive rebound. Whip pass over to Dawson. He tries to finish in the lane, and Garrett, terrific paint presence. Willard just not able to get anything going inside.
even the easiest of things, Storm a transition layup. It's not easy against these Cubs. They're flying back on defense, and they were able to somehow get back and at least put a hand up in Dawson's face, and it was just enough to have him leave it short off the rim, and they still retain that 8-point lead.
And the thing is, too, is Willard could be a 5-on-none fast break, and Lucas would not give up. They would hustle and still try to get a stop as that one goes off the leg of Corbin Toms. Good transition defense by Toms. Case in point right there, but Willard able to convert that time.
And that's what they needed right there. They needed Dawson to get a steal. Going to get a timeout call from Corbin Toms. Smart play, got trapped in the corner there, but back to what I was saying, Dawson had the great steal, the transition layup, and that's going to get him some confidence. He's now up to 4. They're going to need him here, Storm, if they want any shot in beating this Cubs team that holds teams under 40 a game.
Definitely, and as a scorer, just seeing one go in, an easy fast break layup, or even a couple at the free throw line, that can be just enough to boost your confidence enough to get you to start hitting these shots that you know you should. So it'll be interesting to see if he can pick it up on the offensive end, but it's going to be no easy task with Lucas on the other end.
Nah, I don't remember how Willard even got 10 points, Storm. I feel like they haven't even scored. I feel like a couple of them came from the free throw line. They've had a couple of transition opportunities, but other than that, in the half-court set, I don't think they've scored. I think it's all came in transition and from the free throw line.
Definitely, I would agree with that statement, Garrett. And 10 points against the Lucas Cup defense and a half, I mean, that in itself is a win. Cubs now have it on offense. Leinart has it, kicks it back outside, resets it to Logan Toms. He gets it over to Corbin. Deep three-point try on the way. That one around the rim and out. Willard with a defensive board.
Lucas offense beginning to go a little stale, Storm, as Dawson takes it straight to the cup and wraparound pass. See if Willard can get something to go here down low.
Deep in the post, barbecue chicken, no good. Not serving anything up out of the food truck that time as Lucas takes it the other way. Logan Toms has it. 5:45 left to play in the second quarter. Beautiful move and one for the Lucas Cubs. Wow, Toms.
You want to talk about barbecue chicken, Storm. Look at this. He hits him with a hee-hee here down low. Splits the defenders with the left hand. Takes the contact and gets it to go for the and one.
Wow,
we gotta see it again.
Starts off with a gorgeous crossover and then just the Euro step 1-2 right inside and a couple of free throws. Excuse me, only one free throw coming for Logan Toms. That one goes true on the and one attempt. Willard now looking at the wrong side of a 9-point deficit. Dawson has it across the timeline. Who else but Logan Toms guarding him? Free throw line now is Weiss. Beautiful pass inside. Isaac Robinson floats that one up and in. I won't say an easy two-pointer, but a two-pointer for the Willard Flashes.
You seen on that last possession, Smolin was face guarding Dawson the entire possession. So where's the offense going to come from the Flashes? They got to go to their second guy in Paxton. Going to get a loose ball on the floor. Jump ball call. It's going to stay with the Cubs here, but Paxton, he's got to get going offensively. He's still sitting at 0. And then Cam Robinson is their third guy. So if they're going to face guard Dawson, it's a big gamble, but with the defense that they play, man, it's something that they'll live with.
And for Paxton, I mean, a lot of respect, honestly, from the Lucas Cubs defense because they don't face guard a lot of guys as Lucas is going to get sent to the free throw line. But that's like the offense you play on Steph Curry. I remember in the 2019 finals, that was Fred VanVleet. His job on defense was just to chase Steph Curry around wherever he went. So, boxing one, that's not something you usually see. You usually reserve that for the elite scorers.
Only the Cubs' second trip to the free throw line. Toms was able to knock down his first one. That was the N1, and now Smolin not able to cash in on his first attempt. Will be able to make the second, and now it's back up to 8, 20-12 in favor of the Cubs with 5 minutes remaining in the second.
Willard now on the offensive end. Dawson all the way to the cup. That's going to be an and one for the Willard Flashes. That's a lot of momentum for them, but they're going to talk it over. Garrett, a little bit of controversy on this one.
They're going to count the basket. Storm called a blocking foul, so big here for the Flash, especially with Dawson now up to 6 with another opportunity to add to his total. He's beginning to find his offense here in the second.
Definitely something that they needed. Was not able to go on the end one attempt, but the offensive rebound gets pulled down, and Garrett, a big 4-point swing for the Flashes.
And right back in it now, only a 4-point game. From the offense is beginning to come alive for the Flashes. They're finding some holes in that Lucas defense. Let's see if their defense can pick it up and turn these things around.
Garrett, it seemed like after that 4-point swing, Willard a little bit more aggressive on defense with a little bit more energy. So already a 3-point game, Garrett, and like you said earlier, I don't really ever remember Willard scoring 16.
No, Storm, it just came quick here in the second quarter. Some of them come from the free throw line, and Dawson now up to 8, so he scored half of the Flash's points. Look for maybe Paxton to step up here as a tremendous backdoor cut. Storm, what a move right there from Toms, just to catch his defender out of his point of view and get that easy cut for an easy layup.
Terrific ball movement as per usual as Dawson is going to get fouled on the other end. Let's take one more look at it. Just able to find the cutting Thompson. What a great cut by Toms to get, backdoor and open for the easy layup. Willard now set to inbound. Weiss has it out of bounds. No stack play tonight so far for either team. Deep in the 5 count, no call. Isaac Robinson hands it off to Dawson. Now outside, off the ball foul. No basket, illegal screen on Sloan Garrett, and the frustrations continue for Willard.
Lucas, man, just gets in your head. This defense will wear you down. It'll make you want to quit, but the Flashes are showing no quit. They've been able to march back in here a couple times. They've been down, I think they're down 12 at one point. Got it all the way down to 4. Now it's back up to 6. So it's going to start on the defensive end for Willard. The Cubs have been able to find their shot and work the down low area. It's going to need their defense to step up here to crawl back into this one.
3:50 left to play here in the first half, 22-16. Your score on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard, and another 3-pointer for Logan Toms and the Lucas Cubs offense, right back where they were in the first quarter.
Sag off, Storm. Your swag is off as Logan Toms is already up to 15 points here tonight. He is carrying this Cubs team offensively.
Definitely as Willard. Chance to get back into it. Paxton has it. Step back, Jay, silky smooth move and $1 million finish. Wow, what a sequence of dribble moves into the 3-point try for the Willard Flashes.
What a play right there from Paxton. Stopping the bleeding. Lucas was getting all the momentum back. Was able to step back and get it to go. And what a take and beautiful passing from Lucas as Hunter Church will get the layup and head to the free throw line for at least one more.
Take a look on the Park National Bank replay. Wow, another and one for the Lucas Cubs, Garrett. And despite all the scoring that Logan Toms has done tonight, it's not like they're force-feeding him, man. Whoever's open is open, and that's the type of basketball Lucas likes to play.
They got a couple guys, Storm, in the box score already, at least on the floor. Leinhart has 3 himself. Smolin's got 5, and then Toms with 15, and then Hunter Church has added in 4. So, as you mentioned, they're not forcing anything. Whoever's open, just tonight, it's been Logan Toms with the hot hand.
Dawson has it once again for the Willard offense, trying to get his team back on track. He drives inside, takes it himself. No dice on the shot, but will head to the line for 2.
This is where he's done most of his damage. In a physical team like Lucas, that's what you're going to have to do to get straight into the teeth of the defense, take the contact. Nice move, penetrating into the inside there, right there, Storm, and really forcing Lucas to foul him.
That first free throw falls as Weiss checks back in for the Flashes. Bixel's also going to check in for the Cubs as Willard able to cut it down to a 7-point deficit. That one falls as well, and Paxton's going to check in for Weiss on the Willard end of things, but Garrett. Dawson with the Chuck Taylors, I think, on the night, the old school Converse. Don't see those very often.
I've seen a couple of those, Storm, and
doesn't Luke Dembo wear them?
Yeah, Luke Dembo also wears them. So a little old school, which is cool to see. It's throwing it back retro style. Some nice sneakers.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the shoe game always strong, and I guess if you wear Converse, you're a certified baller. Because if you wear what Luke Dembo wears, I mean, you're pretty good, I think. Maybe I'll pick up some.
I feel like it's since they're low. They're the low shoes, aren't they? Where you can roll your ankle.
You never liked those. I remember the Kyrie 2s, the Easter ones. Remember,
I blew my ankle out.
Blew your ankle out playing dunk ball at Gam's house one time. As Logan Toms misses everything. I think maybe laughing a little too hard at our commentary. Lucas now in the double bonus. Willard with 10 fouls is 0 for 2 at the line for Toms, and Willard a chance to close this deficit even further. Dawson has it, dribbles inside. Gorgeous move, but how about the defense from Logan Toms? Wow, just hanging in the air to get that block.
Great burst of speed from Dawson, and somehow, some way, guess who's there, Storm? Logan Toms to clean up the mess with the block right there. And Dawson, he's flustered, Storm, to say the least, with the defense, and that's going to be no turnover call.
Paxton has it now for the Flashes outside corner. 3-point try from Sloan. No good, but Dawson flies in there. They're going to say he was out of bounds. Garrett, in the frustration building on him. He's talking to the ref, and that's never something you like to see from your star player.
Door still open here for Willard to get back in this game. Only a 6-point deficit, but it feels like it's so much more, Storm, with the kind of defense that Lucas has been playing. And Lionheart left wide open on the other end of the court. Tremendous pass from Corbin Toms to cash in for 2. Cubs up 8.
2 minutes left to play here in the first half, and an unforced error from the Flashes. And Lucas going to get a chance to expand their lead to double digits. Never want that. Never want an unforced turnover like that. But, I mean, that's just what happens when you play Lucas. Toms has it, gets it across the timeline to Lionheart. He kicks it back up top to Logan Toms. Takes a screen now from Lionheart. No switch. Paxton still on him. Lucas moving the ball around, being patient on this offensive possession. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to play. Logan Toms now takes a screen from his brother. Double team on him. Gorgeous fake pass floater in the lane, but you ain't Tony Parker and Paxton on the other end.
1:18 remaining. Couple pivotal possessions here for Willard to get back into this game, and Paxton doesn't matter. Wow, what a shot right there. Nothing but net from Paxton from deep.
No hand down, man down right there, but Paxton not backing away from the straight hands-up defense as Willard almost gets a turnover. Lucas able to hold on to it. Some aggressive defense as Toms gets into the lane, puts a layup up, and puts it in.
Don't know how, Storm, he was able to jump from so far out and somehow stay in the air with the hang time. And then the defender also swatted the ball, too, showing off the strength as Paxton again from 3. Not going to go with Smolin. Will get the rebound, fall out of bounds, and retain with the Cubs.
A little bit of a heat check there, I think, Garrett, as Paxton was just trying to see if he was on fire or not. No dice on that 3-point try, and be surprised if Lucas does not elect to hold this one for the final shot. They're on offense, 30 seconds left to play, and they're going to say that's going to be a Lucas Cubs turnover, stepped out of bounds. Willard with a chance to go into halftime with some big momentum.
Yeah, to get a bucket here would go huge into the second half. They struggled. They've somehow been able to stay in it, Storm. Their offense is beginning to get things going in the second quarter. It'd be great to finish with a bucket.
Willard in their set now. Robinson has it, kicks it over to Dawson. Step back move, he brings it back out. Under 10 to play now in the first half. Paxton has it. Big Willard offensive possession. They need a bucket here going into halftime. Dawson brings it back out. 3 seconds. Paxton at the horn. Wow, what a shot to send us into halftime. Check out the concentration from Paxton at the buzzer. Step back. Your defense doesn't matter to me.
Wow, Storman, I'm surprised. He did a little kick out, too, to see if he could get a foul. Wasn't able to get it. And from my angle, I knew it was good as soon as it left his hand, and so did he. Big shot as it closed the gap to 4.
Wow, just look at this shot. The confidence to take that step back. A man right in the face. Probably should have been a 4-point play, but just wow. That's going to do it here for the first half. 31-27 your score. Lucas in the lead. We're going to have halftime stats on the other side of this break.
Hi, I'm Always Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome back to the Cub Cave. Storm Blunchley, of course, as always, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, after 2 quarters of play, the Lucas Cubs lead the Willard Flashes 31-27. And, it was a pretty landslide first quarter, I'd say, but Willard able to come back, and it was not an easy task as Lucas defense in full stride, as per usual.
Well, the offense woke up, and a big part of that was Trey Paxton. He knocked down those 3-3 Storm in the closing minutes of that second quarter. You've seen the last one over here on the right wing, and then Max Dawson was able to get his shot going. So those two combined for 19 of the 27. Willard's got to find some third guy that's going to help them out if they want to come in here and upset the Cubs here on the road.
Taking a look at the halftime stats, starting off with the away Willard Flashes, 6 field goals, 3 threes, 8 rebounds, 8 fouls, and 9 turnovers, shooting 4 of 6, 66% from the free throw stripe. For Lucas, who is in the lead, 9 field goals, 3 threes, 8 rebounds, 6 fouls, 7 turnovers, shooting 50%, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Garrett, 9 turnovers for the Willard Flashes. Very hard to win when you're giving away so many easy possessions.
Yeah, they've been giving it to Lucas a couple more times, and Lucas has been giving it back to them. And quite frankly, the offense for Willard was going to wake up sooner or later, Storm, and they woke up in that second quarter, and they got to continue that. They can't let Lucas come out in this third quarter and implement maybe a new defense or some kind of way to lock down Max Dawson and force it out of his hand. They got to get it to their playmakers and Paxton and Dawson and even Cam Robinson down low and really let them go to work and see if they can get this lead.
Yeah, Garrett, and if this isn't momentum for you at halftime, I don't know what is right before the halftime break, Paxton at the horn with a big three-pointer for the Willard Flashes. That's got to be some momentum for them going into the second half.
Well, especially for a guy that was struggling to score in the first quarter. He got it going in the second, and it came from 3 threes, and this was a big one at the end of the quarter, at the end of the horn right there, to really just put Willard Storm right back in this game. The deficit seemed bigger than it really was. It was only up to 7, now down to 4, and Willard with an opportunity to come in the second half and take the lead.
Definitely still anyone's ball game, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side of this break. We'll have second half action coming your way.
Hi, I'm Always Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Back here at the Cub Cave, second half action just moments away. Storm Blunchley, of course, as per usual, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, we've got two teams battling it out in a non-conference affair. Willard right on the doorstep, not able to take the lead in that first half. And Lucas, defensively, just locking down, but Willard coming back.
Curious to see how they play defensively, and right there, Robinson using his strength, muscling down low to find great position, and they cut it to 2, Storm.
Logan Toms has it now for the Cubs, kicks it over to Lane Hart. Church now at the top of the key, hands it off to Logan Toms. He steps back. Cam Robinson guarding him. Corbin Toms has it deep beyond the three-point line. Dawson on defense. In the corner now, Lucas moving it around. Logan Toms in the post, kicks it back out. He gets it back, dribbles to his right, behind the back move into the lane. Shovel pass now, Church inside. No good, Lucas. Once again, another patient possession for them, looking to get a score out of this one. Church three-point try on the way, no good, and Garrett, that's playing right into the hands of the defense as Lucas steps out of bounds, but that's right what Willard wants. They want Lucas to take those outside shots because the Cubs so effective at scoring inside the lane.
Well, that's a great possession defensively for the Flashes. You didn't see many of that, Storm, in that first half. Lucas was able to really get what they wanted. Coming out here in the second, great defensive possession to really start the second half.
Willard inside the other way. They're going to get fouled. So that'll be an opportunity for 2 and an opportunity to tie here, 31-31.
Lucas has been leading the entire game. Stepping up to the free throw line is Cole West. West only a 41.2% free throw shooter on the year. Flashes do struggle from the free throw line. Only hitting 57% of them, but West right there knocking down his first one and making this just a one-score game. He's able to convert the second as well.
So 31-31 now on your scoreboard. And Garrett, this is the closest it's been since being 0-0 in the first quarter.
First setup, Storm, for a solid second half here. And the defense from Willard, you can tell they're flying around now. They're getting in defenders' faces, and nothing is coming easier for the Cubs.
Yeah, that big shot at the end of the half for Willard definitely gave him some momentum coming into this one. Coming into this half as Lucas almost throws it away. Corbin Toms able to track it down. He tries a three-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound. Church has it. He resets things back to Logan Toms. Cam Robinson guarding him. Corbin has it now. Now back to Logan. Getting confused with the two Toms brothers.
I've been a little confused myself, Storm.
Deep shovel pass inside. Beautiful pass. Church not able to finish. Toms on the offensive glass. That one goes up and in, and Garrett can't let the Lucas Cubs get easy second chance opportunities.
Great rim run right there from Toms down low, just going and snatching it off the top of the rim right there and then going straight right back up to it, getting the second chance point. And now the Cubs back to a 2-point advantage with 5:41 remaining.
Willard gonna inbound. Dawson has it. He hands it off to Cam Robinson, gets inside. Beautiful steal from Corbin Toms. He's got it 1-on-2 fast break. Couldn't get inside, couldn't finish, and they're gonna say that's out of bounds somehow on the Willard Flashes.
No, there's no way.
No chance.
That definitely went off, I think. Church, I think he lost his balance. Yeah. That one should be off the Cubs, and it's going to be. Refs do end up changing the call, so it'll be a Lucas turnover, and the Flashes get the possession.
So Willard now with the chance to tie or take the lead here in the third quarter. 5:30 left to play. Dawson has it. Gets it inside to Sloan, inside the three-point arc. Almost another turnover, and will be another turnover. Logan Toms has it once again. 3-on-3 fast break. Lucas decides to slow it down. Corbin now dancing around the three-point line. He kicks it over in the corner. Smolin has it back to Toms. Robinson guarding him. Toms hands it off to Church. Dribbles to his left, gets in the corner. Beautiful steal right there from the Flashes. They're going to have an opportunity on the fast break now. 3-on-4, but they turn it over. And Toms has it on the run out 1-on-1. Puts up a floater, no good. Battle for the rebound. Going to see who it's out of bounds on.
I think that's going to be out of bounds on the other Tom's brother, Logan. Just mishandled it there, but both teams, neither want to pull away. Each of them been turning it over on the last couple of possessions. But the defense from Willard is what I'm impressed with here early in the second half. They've been able to force Lucas out of their spot, and it's really got them back into this game. That's the reason it's only a 2-point spot for the Cubs.
Willard trying to take their first lead of the night, and Robinson down low. That one falls. Great post move for the easy bunny. And now it's a tied ball game. Toms inside down low, gets trapped, turnover, and the Flashes an opportunity for their first lead of the night. Paxton has it, gets outside, gets it right back. A lot of contact, no foul, surprising no call. As Toms has it with his brother on the fast break inside. That one's going to be a foul. And Logan Toms is going to step up to the line for 2.
Surprised no foul call on the other end, Storm. A lot of contact on Paxton. He was very upset, him and Coach Bedingfield. But Logan Toms was able to push it in the fast break. Try to get a layup on the other end of his own. He'll get the foul call and head to the free throw line. See if he can knock down these, and he will knock down the first one as he's already up to 20 points, Storm, for the Cubs.
Wow, 20 of the 34 points have been scored by one guy. I mean, that's how you know you're good, I think. Steps up to the line for his second opportunity. That one good as well, and Weiss is going to check in for Willard. Paxton taking a seat, and Garrett Willard staying right there in it, but not able to take the lead yet. Haven't been able to score, put together more than 2 possessions consistently where they've been able to score.
They turned it over at a high rate here in the second half. They're already up to 5 second-half turnovers. Had 9 in the first, though. Already halfway there, and what a pass right there, but even a better defensive play. Going to be a foul call. I thought Tom was about to have all ball right there, but nice find down low. It's hard from this angle to see, but maybe he got a little bit of arm there.
Not sure on that one. No swipe down on that one. That looked like good defense to me, but
it was a little bit of swipe down. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, so never want to do that. Weiss misses his first attempt. Second attempt misses as well. Willard able to track down the offensive rebound. They reset things back outside to Dawson. Logan Toms guarding him. Dawson dribbles to his right, gets all the way in the lane. Floater up top, no good, and Dawson struggling offensively all night long for the Flashes.
It's going to credit to the defense from Lucas, not letting Dawson get anything in the lane easy and closing out on him as the shooter. And Tom's going to cue up a 3. Not going to get it to go, but right place, right times is Church. He can't get it either. It's going to stay with the Cubs.
Yeah, definitely out of bounds there on Weiss. But Garrett Willard not boxing out, not putting a body on a body, and allowing a lot of easy second chance opportunities for the Cubs.
That's something you can't do against a Lucas team that loves to live in the painted area and get second chance opportunities. Willard, they've had their moments to get back into this game and take the lead, but they've just been turning it over, and that's going to be a great defensive play as Paxton using his speed, a little bit of jelly, not going to get it to go, but they do get the rebound.
Willard resets, 3-point try now. No good. Another battle for the rebound. That one no good as well. So Lucas still with a 2-point advantage, looking to push it further. Sloan not able to hold on to that steal. That's going to be out of bounds, and Sloan appears to be a little shaken up after that one.
Looked like he might have jammed his finger, Storm. And those, if you're a basketball player, you know how that is. And
Stinger.
Those are painful. They don't seem like it, but they just have a big impact too, especially if it's on your shooting hand.
Yeah, turnover there for Toms. Dawson now one-on-one fast break. Gorgeous defense, and Toms takes a hard fall, but definitely got all ball here as Toms. Great defense on the fast break. Wow, terrific.
Storm, I think we've talked about this a couple times when we've called Lucas games. If you're a head coach and you're new, you're very young, you're inexperienced, you need to come watch Lucas and the way they play defense. You need to turn the film on. When you're teaching defense, you want to teach Coach Eisman defense, Storm, because it's a defensive clinic, to say the least. I mean, the hustle and effort from the Cubs, it's full tilt, Storm, from the time the ball's tipped to the final horn blows.
Oh, definitely, and that has to be. I mean, defense is one of those things. If you can't score, you're bound to get frustrated. And I mean, they just play so great without fouling. A lot of good defensive squads will actually foul quite a bit. As Paxton with a quick crossover in the lane. Oh my goodness, what a move! But a lot of defensive-sided schools will foul a lot. But Lucas, they're able to play without fouling.
Quick move from Paxton on the other end. Might have dropped the defender, Storm. Not sure if he did or not, but a little bit of ankle.
A little bit
had
of
to put a hand
leaning
on the ground. And then hanging in the air with the jelly, Storm. But then on the other end, Logan taking it the full length of the court and answering, heading the free throw line. But what a move right here from Paxton.
Oh, give that guy a manual. What are you doing? While we're in that replay, Logan Toms misses his first of two at the line. 2:11 left here to play in the third quarter. Logan Toms is going to have another opportunity at the free throw line. Toms able to get that one to go. 1 point advantage for the Lucas. And Garrett, another opportunity for the Flashes to take their first lead of the night.
You've been saying it, Storm, for the last couple of possessions. Are they finally going to make do as Robinson cues up the three? Not going to get it to go, and the Cubs rebound.
Toms 1-on-3, fast break, takes it himself, goes inside. Wow, should have been an and one. Will not be, and Eisman wants a timeout, but terrific transition offense for the Lucas Cubs.
Max Dawson trying to take a charge right there. Big gamble, thought that should have been a blocking call, thought his feet were still moving, and Logan Toms, man, he is 24 points here for the Cubs, and got that one to go in the transition. Cubs up 38-35.
Definitely a special type of night for him. 24 points. Wow, and we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. Garrett making an early case for MVP. As you know, I think even if they drop this one, we'd have to pick him.
Yeah, Storm, it's going to be a hard case not to pick him. He has more than anybody on the Flashes, I think, on the floor right now combined. So Logan Toms, he's backpacking right now for the Cubs. He's carrying them offensively. Other guys are stepping up, forcing some of the tough players for Willard off their spot. And what a night here so far for Logan.
63% of the Lucas Cubs points have come from Logan Toms. As Willard now the other way on offense. Count that one, and a foul. Willard with a chance to tie it up at the free throw line.
Grown man strength right there from Cam Robinson. Down on the block against Logan Toms, too. Beautiful move to hang in the air, take the contact, and finish the left hand.
Willard hanging in there, a chance to tie it up again at 38 all. Willard still without their lead, any lead tonight. Couple of chances to tie, not going to get it there. Lucas the other way with a 1 point advantage. 1:35 left to play. Corbin Toms has it. Takes a screen from Smolin, dribbles to his left, hands it off to the hot hand. Logan Toms has it in the corner.
He's thinking about a Storm.
He's thinking about that heat check play. But that's not Lucas Cubs basketball as he starts to swing it around. Back to Logan Toms. I think he's still licking his chops there, still wants to take that heat check, but Lucas might drain this one down all the way, a minute left to play.
That's what they like to do, is let this clock tick away, see if they can get a last shot at the quarter. But Smolin going to trigger a three, not going to get it to go. What an OBJ snatchback right there from Trey Paxton on the rebound.
Under a minute left, Paxton all the way into lane. Finger roll in the first lead of the night for the Willard Flashes, 39-38.
Trey Paxton was held scoreless in that first quarter. He's got 12 through the second and third quarter. Silky smooth finish from Paxton.
3-point answer on the other end. Lucas, wow, give me that lead right back. 2 point advantage now for the Cubs.
Ty Lanehart stepping in right there from downtown. He's had a couple big shots tonight. He's up to 8 points for the Cubs as they still have that 2 point advantage.
Dawson into the lane, goes up, takes the contact. Blocking foul, not going to get his feet set. And he's going to head to the line for two. And I don't know about that one, Garrett. I think that one might have been a charge.
Let's take one more look, Storm. It's close. It's very, very close. I think on the replay, it looks like a charge, but I think in real time, I thought it was a block. I didn't think his feet were set, so I think it was the right call right there as Max Dawson able to knock down his first free throw.
So Willard, a chance to tie it up. This one has been, the score hasn't changed, but this one has definitely been a back-and-forth affair.
Yeah, so as soon as Willard gets right there on the doorstep to take advantage and take the lead, Lucas comes back with a tremendous play of their own, and they pull away. It's been a back-and-forth affair, Storm, as you mentioned, to say the least. And he's trying to draw a charge on the other end, and Corbin Toms making a pay for stepping in there with the and one.
Back-to-back and ones. Wow, Corbin Toms hanging in the air, getting that layup to go in transition. 2-point play with a chance for one more.
And Storm, that's his first bucket of the night. So the Cubs to have a lead with their second leading scorer with only 2 points. His first bucket, Storm, coming with 16.8 seconds remaining in the third is huge. And now let's see if he can get his shot going.
And they're missing one of their usual starters. I mean, wow, just an impressive night.
Plug and play, to say the least.
That's kind of the Lucas Cubs style. Is Willard on the other end. Under 10 to play. 3-point try, no good. Battle for the rebound. Lucas is going to have to go quickly. They leave it up. Paxton, 3-pointer again. Oh, my goodness. Wow, at the horn. That's going to send us in to the third quarter break. Willard up by a point.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Here at the Cub Cave, Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. In case you're just joining us, check out what just transpired at the end of the third quarter. Paxton stepping into the deep tray ball. Steph Curry range on that three.
Yeah, Storm intercepted the pass and then a couple steps behind the three-point line, pulled it with the defender in his face. It didn't matter. He's now got 2 end-of-quarter buzzer beaters, and now Willard with their first lead, Storm of the night, 44-43 here in the fourth.
Logan Toms in the lane, spin move. Tough layup, not going to get it to go, and Willard with all the momentum right now in a 1-point advantage here in the early goings of the fourth quarter. Another spin move in the lane, hangs on the rim and out. They're going to call a foul on Willard, and Lucas going to have it going the other way.
Robinson with the strong take to the cup, wasn't able to finish, and great box out from the Cubs as Corbin Toms is going to check back in. Going to need him going down the stretch here. He just put up his first bucket of the night. They're late in the third. They're going to need him in the latter half of this game.
Logan Toms leads all scorers with 24. He has the possession. Let's see if Lucas rides the hot hand as they kick it over to Smolin. Back into the hands of Logan Toms. Now up top to the headbanded fiend Corbin Toms. Yeah. Dawson guarding him. Leinart hands it off to Logan Toms, mid-range area. Lucas, another patient offensive possession as they are looking down the wrong end of a 1-point deficit. Pull-up try, Toms. No good, and that was a not very Lucas-esque shot right there on that possession.
Willard on the other end, Paxton taking the heat check right there, not going to get it to go. Would have liked him maybe to slow that down, Storm, and try to find the open teammate as they finally got their first lead, but he's going to make up for it on the defensive end and get a steal.
Dawson has it in transition. Now Corbin Tom's guarding him. He swings it over to the left wing. Back up top. Wires has it. Now in the corners, Cam Robinson. Tom's on him, takes a screen. Weiss once again in the corner, and an injured Cub down there in the lane is Willard takes advantage with a quick two-pointer, Garrett, but scary no contact injury for Corbin Toms.
Not what you like to see, Storm, but he's going to stay in the game. Tough kid. Corbin Toms is. Looks like he's just going to walk it off, Storm, shake it off, and stay in there for the Cubs.
Thankful for that, Garrett, as those no contact ones, they can be the scary ones.
Yeah, they're not the best thing to see, to say the very least. And good for Toms to be able to walk off on his own power. And now, biggest lead of the night here for the Flashes, and it's only 3, Storm, so the Cubs still in this game. See what Lucas can do here offensively. They've lost a little bit of their touch, and credit Willard's defense. They came out in the second half. They were able to make some adjustments, and now they played a lot better, especially in that third quarter. We're able to really get back into things, see what they can do down here the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter.
And Garrett, I mean, a lot of Willard's momentum has come from plays like this. Paxton, wow, that's the second time.
Yeah.
That's 6 points that have come right at the end of quarters, right where Lucas likes to be on defense at the end of quarters, but Paxton with just better offense, and it's given them a 3-point lead, so Willard with a lot of momentum here, as now look who's getting face guarded. Paxton all over Logan Toms. Corbin Toms has it, 5:50 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 3-point advantage for the Willard Flashes, almost a turnover, and they're going to say it is out of bounds, an unforced error from Corbin Toms, and Willard's going to take it the other way.
All the momentum beginning to swing in favor of Willard. They've caused a ton of second half turnovers here for Lucas, a team that doesn't turn it over at a high rate, and the offense has been able to find their shot. See what Max Dawson can do here.
Dawson, quick crossover on Toms. Beautiful move. Nothing comes out of it as Sloan has it in the corner. He gets it all the way over to Cam Robinson. Spin move, trying to work his way in the lane. He resets things back out. Not a lot of movement here from the Willard Flashes off ball. Look for Paxton to come off a down screen. He does. He receives it on the left wing. Quick crossover, almost a turnover. Paxton able to come up with it in a 1-3. Beautiful behind the back pass leads to a Willard 3-point try. What a sequence for the Willard Flashes, 6-point advantage.
What a play right there, Storm, from Paxton. He split the defenders, and then the beautiful behind the back pass was able to find Dawson in the corner for 3, and now it's up to 6, Storm.
Roles are reversed from pretty much the whole first 3 quarters of the game. Lucas now floundering on offense. They're going to need a big basket here as Church has it down low. Double team coming, almost travels. They're going to call a timeout. Lucas timeout, excuse me, but let's take one more look at this play.
I thought it was going to be a steal, Storm, from Logan Toms. He split the defenders, put the behind the back pass to Sloan, and then Sloan with the awareness to know that Dawson was out there in the corner, found their best shooter, and was able to make a splash from downtown.
Definitely a dangerous area to be at, but just look at that. The court awareness and the extra pass coming to get the 3-pointer to go to push the lead to 6. Garrett and Lucas. How many times have 50 been put up on them this season? It is probably not a lot.
You could probably count it on your hands, Storm. I would say at least below 6 or 7. They don't allow many 50-point burgers, and they're about to get one put on them by Willard, who's a respectable club in their own right, but this is unfamiliar territory to say the least.
Yeah, 0, I think, opponents have scored 50-plus, so.
What a stat, man.
I know, that is crazy. Actually, 1, Highland.
Scored 51.
And they won that game.
That was one of the Cubs' loss.
Both of their losses, actually.
So not the recipe, Storm, for success. When the Cubs let up 50, they typically lose. And now I would expect Willard to at least be able to score 1 point here with 4:25 remaining. Storm with that Cubs defense,
Yeah, would
man.
you be
gotta
surprised?
wait.
Would
You gotta
you
wait
be
and see.
surprised?
I would not at all.
I wouldn't either, as Tom's cues up a three-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound for the Cubs. Tom's has it. It's going to be a blocking foul. Sloan tried to get his feet set, but will not, and Lucas is going to have it out of bounds. And Garrett, I would not be surprised, honestly, if Willard got held under 50 tonight.
And they only got to score 1 point, but it's
Hey,
realistic.
that's like
It's realistic
10
to say.
points, yeah. Lucas now on offense, 4 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Barbecue chicken alert, fall away shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. Willard comes out with it. Now they're going to have a chance to eclipse the 50-point mark.
And now is the time to take as much clock as you can on each possession. Be patient, find your shot. But if the shot's there quick, you got to take it, obviously. Let's see what Willard does here, as every bucket is going to count to help them win this game.
Yeah, and easy shots against the Lucas Cubs. They don't come easy. As surprised to see, I believe that was Sloan not elect to take that three-pointer. Willard really trying to waste some clock as Paxton collects it in the backcourt. Lucas getting a little taste of their own medicine.
It's about 30 seconds for them milked off the clock here from Willard. They're going to continue to do as much as they can to try to get out here with a win. It's Lanehart with a tremendous defensive effort to tip it free and get the steal.
Lucas still hanging around in this one. 6-point deficit. Tom's all the way to the lane. Takes a lot of contact. No foul. Logan's desperately wanted a foul. Not going to get it. And Corbin Tom's now all over Dawson. Logan Toms ding up Paxton. Hand down, man down. Nothing out of it as Willard drives inside. That one goes. Wow, what an effort to give Willard 2 more points.
What a swing here, Storm, for the Flashes. They were down 12 points there early in the first quarter, and now up 8, looking to make this a double-digit game with 2:30 remaining.
Beautiful pass down low. No finish, but I wanted to take one more look at this move. Paxton, oh my goodness, ankles.
I think Toms was wanting the foul call. You can see Paxton put a little bit of shoulder into it, Storm, but some ankles there on the free throw line on the other side of the floor.
Give that guy a map.
Where are you going?
Lucas steps up to the free throw line, nails one. They are in the bonus. 1-1, going to get awarded with a second opportunity. That is Smolin at the line for them. That one hangs on the rim. Great shooter's touch, and Garrett Lucas definitely not out of this one, but with 2:26, they're going to have to get something going early.
They're going to begin to set in their press, Storm. The Cubs will. I'm going to take another look at this ankle breaker.
Ugh. Dirty. Park National Bank getting their money's worth on this one. Turnover for the Flashes. Gorgeous no-look pass. And sorry to interrupt you, Garrett. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Storm, exactly what the Cubs would need right there, getting the turnover, but then exactly not what you want on the other end, turning it over themselves. Now down 6 points, and the way points have been coming tonight, it's going to be hard to get back into this game at the rate that they're turning it over.
Willard now with another opportunity on offense. Lucas doing what they do best, getting up into players, making them uncomfortable. That one hangs on the rim and out. And they're going to call that one a push-off. I think that's going to be on Willard. And this one should be a 1-1 for the Cubs, and that's great for them. They want free throws. That stops the clock and gives them an opportunity to put some points on the board.
Exactly what they need. Stopping this clock and getting a chance to go shoot some free throws. As Lucas, a pretty solid free throw shooting squad, and especially Corbin Toms, one of the better on the team. This will be big to get back into this game, make it possibly a 4-point ball game.
Corbin Toms with only 2 points on the night. He's that one just short, and Garrett, that's a couple for him at the free throw line where he just has not looked himself.
Some gimmies he would probably elect to have back. And the Willard fans are pleading for a foul right there on the reach around on Toms.
Dawson has it, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Robinson. He kicks it all the way into the corner. That's going to be a foul as Dawson went up strong and came down hard with a foul.
Tom starting out all ball there. A little bit of contact going straight up, and Dawson headed the free throw line where he's done most of his damage here tonight at the charity stripe.
Garrett, not typical Lucas defense here. A lot of fouls coming here in the second half and a lot of free throws for the Willard Flashes. Not something that Lucas is used to doing.
Well, not the guy you want to send to the free throw line. A little bit of jinx right there. Hadn't missed the first one, but he leads the team in free throw shooting, Storm, with 76%. So if you're going to send a guy to the line, don't want to send Dawson. But I'd be curious to see what Lucas does offensively, which they've struggled here mightily in the fourth quarter, to say the least.
And Lucas basketball, just like their football team, not really, a team that likes to play from behind. Usually they take the lead early and they run with it. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes as Willard able to create another turnover, go into the lane and get another easy two-pointer. Garrett knocking on the door of a 10-point advantage.
Great play right there from Robinson to avoid the charge, and Tom's pulling the three. Not going to get it to go. Going to be a foul on Willard. But the scoring for Willard has really been the story of the second half. Paxton up to 16, Dawson up to 18, and Robinson now up to 12, Storm. So the big three getting it done here for the Flashes on the road. And the Cubs can get the offense going. Willard should be able to get out here with a huge non-conference win.
And Garrett, Lucas, like I said, they're just a team that's not used to playing from behind, a team that's not used to being down. So definitely see some of the frustration for them after they've led all night. That's got to be frustrating to give up the lead right at the end of the fourth quarter.
They have all the keys. They have the recipe for success, Storm.
Wow.
The Cubs do.
Twice tonight.
They have the recipe for success, Storm, to come back in this game. They got great defense, and they can score the ball with the Thomas brothers. So Coach Eisman calling a timeout here. Good call to set up a defense here. Probably they're going to use for the rest of the game. We're listening to him, Storm, now. He's saying you can't gamble. You can't gamble on the steals because Willard will make you pay. We've seen Dawson with that corner three after the Paxton had that tremendous, beautiful pass. That was off a gamble. They try to get that steal there. So Cubs, uphill battle to say the least, but they got the tools in the toolbox, Storm.
As a guy who likes to, do his fair share of gambling, I like to, sit at the blackjack table, every so often. I'd say that, just steering clear of gambling is probably a good thing.
So fat.
Thank you. Appreciate that one. As Lucas elects to call timeout. Garrett, I'm assuming you'll probably hear 100 out of Eisman, as they're probably going to be in a full court press the rest of the way through this one.
Yeah, I would assume the Thomas brothers are probably going to be up in the full court press, trying to get some steals and see if they can force some turnovers. But what a showing for Willard, man, coming out here and improving defensively in the second half, because Lucas was getting their shot really at will. The defensive game plan from Joe Bedingfield was a big key to why the Willard Flashes are up here late in the fourth.
And the adjustments at halftime from Willard, wow, they came out a completely different team in the third quarter as Willard makes light work of the Lucas press and they get it across the half-court line. Garrett, at what point do you start fouling?
Well, Storm down 7 points here. I think as soon as it gets under a minute, you got to begin to foul if you want a shot to get back into this game. But Willard doing a great job avoiding the fouls, just running away as Dawson Smolin just grabbing a hold of Dawson there, sending him to the free throw line. But I said a couple minutes ago, that's the last guy you want to send to the free throw line if you're Lucas.
I know we talked about this last time on our broadcast, Garrett, but I don't really know the difference between a play like that and the intentional foul. When they give him the X?
Yeah.
I don't really get that. I never really did understand that because, that very clearly not a play on the ball, so I don't know. I'm just getting too old, I think.
Great defense there from the Cubs to force a Willard timeout. And Willard, they got to be able to get the ball in and get to the free throw line and really ice this one away and walk out of here with a huge win. And for Lucas, it's going to start on the defensive end. It's going to start with the steals and see if they can get some easy buckets and climb back into this one.
Definitely, Garrett and Lucas, the team who had the lead all night long. I don't think Willard took their first lead until the fourth quarter, maybe late in the third, but Wow, what just an impressive come from behind score for Willard.
They got their first lead off that Paxton 3 at the end of the third.
Yeah, that
to
was.
Fourth.
Wow.
So it's been a climb for the Flash of Storm. I think it was 14-2 at the middle point of the first quarter, and we were like, I thought it was going to be a runaway. I thought Lucas was just going to blow the doors off of them. We were able to climb back in with their prolific scoring from Dawson and Paxton, and of course Robinson rounding out the triple. So it's tough for the Cubs. It's been a tough night here, especially in the second half. I believe they've only scored 14. So where's the offense going to come from in the most important spot in the game? I think you got to go back to the Thomas brothers, especially Logan, who has 24 of the 47 for Lucas.
He's been at 24, though, for a while. Hasn't had a bucket in quite a few offensive tries. As Willard, quick 5 count there. Wow, not a lot of leniency on that one.
Well, that's the start if you're a Cubs fan. To force the 5-second call, no time comes off the clock. They can get a big bucket here, especially a 3 would go a long way.
Yeah, that would cut it to 4 as there's under a minute left to play. And, oh, my goodness, a nightmare possession as Dawson able to get the turnover, takes it coast to coast, Garrett. And that's going to be, I think, the bow on this one.
That's probably going to be the icing on the cake. That's going to be an offensive foul call, too. So Willard going to come into Lucas Storm and get a big win right there. Game-changing play right there, putting your body on the line and forcing the offensive foul call.
That'll be Corbin Tom's 5th foul, Garrett, but what an impressive showing from Willard. And scoring 50 on Lucas, that's no easy feat. That you might as well have scored 150 points on any other team because that's just how good Lucas's defense is.
And now Lucas going to play the foul game. I think if Dawson could knock down both of these, I think it might set up Iceman to call off the Dogs. What a win for Willard if they can obviously hang on, Storm, barring any kind of miracle here for the Cubs. You know what's coming, but I was thinking about this, Storm. You know what's something we haven't said in a while?
What's up?
Down Broadway Street.
I knew it. As some savage chants there from Lucas. You never like to hear the "Let's play football" chant. And that'll be 2 made free throws for Willard. And that's going to be a foul. That's going to be a 1-and-1 now for Logan Toms, but I think this is more just for the technicalities of all of it.
And Paxton right there taking a gamble. Don't want to send Lucas to the foul line. Stops the clock and gets them a chance to get some easy points on the board. As Logan able to knock down his first one. That'll be his 25th bucket of the night.
The 10-point advantage now. Toms cuts it to a 9-pointer. Was that a foul on a 3-point shot, Garrett? This will be his 3rd, right?
Yeah, this will be his 3rd free throw. So Paxton took a gamble there and sent him to the free throw line, and they're going to send Dawson back. Down 9 here, 25 seconds remaining. Now I'm going to say it's Storm. I think if he makes both of these, I think Iceman's going to call off the Dogs, maybe stop the fouling, and kind of just send this home with a win.
And no barring any more miracles now. You don't see a Reggie Miller play.
Well, if Willard's going to foul from behind the 3-point line, maybe stops the clock and gets him Lucas an opportunity to cut into the lead. But talk about ice in his veins, Storm. Dawson, he's knocked out a couple of these. He's been living at this charity stripe.
It'd be a little bit of a different strategy, Garrett, to see both teams fouling at the end of a game, especially with the deficit being 11. But Lucas has it now on offense. They get it into the hands of Logan Toms. He gets inside. Beautiful hop-step move. Left it just short, Garrett, and I think that's going to do it.
What a win here from Willard on the road. Coming in, Storm, and 33 straight home victories for the Cubs. The streak is going to be broken from the Willard Flashes. Huge win, 60-49.
That's going to do it here. 4th quarter over. That's going to do it in regulation. 60-43, your score in favor of the Willard Flashes. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with a player of the game interview as well as final stats, so make sure you stick with us through the rest of this break.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as I would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Back now with our player of the game, powered by Adena Corporation. Who else, of course, besides Max Dawson, who put the team on his back tonight, put the backpack on. Sophomore, 24 points tonight. Wow, what an incredible game tonight and another incredible offensive performance. How were you able to get it done on the offensive end?
Well, it was kind of a slow start, and then second half hit, and I just kind of shots started to fall and stuff, and got to the free throw line a little bit, and that helped out.
Right out of the gate, so you guys had a slow start. Lucas came out to a huge lead, but you guys were able to claw all the way back. What were the adjustments, not only at the end of the first quarter, but it really seemed to jumpstart you guys in the halftime break? Just talk to me about those adjustments.
Well, it's bad to say, but we've been in that situation before, bad start, but we always find a way to battle back, and we just did that tonight.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but you snapped a 33-game home winning streak for the Lucas Cubs. So how does that feel to come in and get it done in convincing fashion here at Lucas?
Yeah, we knew that was we knew that was a big win, and that was pretty awesome.
Sounds awesome, man. Couldn't imagine it, but you guys heading back into conference play. You've struggled a little bit in the conference. You guys play a very good conference. Just talk to me about what it's going to take to get it done here in the latter half of the season.
Well, we have a makeup Wednesday with Oak Harbor, and that's the next challenge for us. So.
Alrighty, and finally, you want to shout out anyone from Willard, any fans watching at home that you want to say anything to them?
Just a great crowd, even though it's all the way in Lucas. We had a good crowd, so that was pretty special. So yeah.
Alrighty, thank you very much, and congratulations, Max. Go out and enjoy this one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, man.
Thank you.
Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some final stats.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Lender.
Back here at the Cub Cave, where the Willard Flashes were victorious over the Lucas Cubs, 60-49, snapping a 33-game win streak. And Garrett, I asked Dawson about it, and that seemed to be some bulletin board material for them, and that's pretty savage if you ask me.
Yeah, Storm. That's such one of those records that you can always put on a bulletin board, as you mentioned, and it can always be something that gets a team hype before a game. I'm sure Coach Bedingfield, he knew that coming in, as Max alluded to, and you always want to upset a team and you always want to hurt their feelings a little bit more, Storm, than just the wins and the losses. And Willard coming in here, snapping a 33-game winning streak. I think that was from either 2019 or 2018. So, Lucas, they don't lose Storm very often, and they do not lose on their home floor. And Willard to come in here and beat them and use their second half to their advantage was a huge for these Flashes.
Yeah, definitely, Garrett. And it always seems like that, when a team is right on the cusp of some great record or something like that. That's just when you want to beat them the most, it seems like. As we take a look at our final stats here on our Sutton Bank postgame show, 60-49, your final in favor of the Willard Crimson Flashes. 14 field goals, 5 threes, 30 rebounds, 11 fouls, 16 turnovers, shooting 11 of 16 for the Crimson Flashes. And on the other side of things for Lucas, 12 field goals, 4 threes, 27 rebounds, 10 fouls, 17 turnovers, shooting 10 of 19 from the free throw line. Garrett, where did it all go wrong for Lucas, and your closing thoughts?
Well, it's not even on that final stat sheet, Storm. The big three from Willard came to play tonight. They were a little lackluster in that first quarter, but they woke up in the second, third, and fourth. Max Dawson with 24 points. Trey Paxton with 16, and then Cam Robinson with 12. Those three combined, Storm, outscored Lucas by 3 points. They combined for 52 of Willard's 60. What a game for the big three, and that is the reason they won this game.
Yeah, and for Lucas, we figured out the recipe for success, Garrett. Score more than 50. All 3 games that Lucas has lost, the other team has scored 50. Every other game, the opponent has scored under 50, and I believe they even held St. Peter's to what, 15?
16.
16, wow. So defense, man, that's where Lucas likes to get it done, and when the other team can figure out and crack their code, that's when there's trouble.
And I think a big help to that tonight for Willard was the second half adjustments that they made defensively. I think Lucas had 33 at the halftime break. They only scored 16 through the last 2 quarters.
Wow.
And if you average that out, correct me if I'm wrong, Storm, but that's 8. So you don't see a Lucas team get kind of their own grain of salt held to them, and Lucas, it just wasn't their night in the second half. The offense wasn't there. Logan Toms was able to carry, but it just wasn't enough, and it's a huge win for the Flashes to come here on the road. Another out-of-conference win that they've had. They're going back into conference play, as Max talked about, and then they got to pick it up if they want to continue and get a deep run in tournament play.
That's going to do it here at the Cub Cave. Big thank you to everyone who helped out with tonight's broadcast. Garrett Parlett on the color commentary, Camden Webb camera operator, Big thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring all this to you live and free, as well as you, the fans watching at home. Always enjoy reading the comments and interacting with you guys. And that's going to do it. Not a lot of games this week here on the OH Report, so happy we could bring one last one to you to close out the week. Stay safe if you're traveling through the rest of this weekend, and everyone have a wonderful Saturday night. But for now, you've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.